come to marry tune, his heart was heavy with trouble. His business had not been successful in days of late. He was down to one last strip of leather, which was just enough to make one more final pair of shoes. However will I support my family with the money made in selling just a simple pair of shoes?
Thoughts of worry clouded his mind as he placed his material upon the work table, ready to be pieced together in the morning. As he laid his head to sleep, he prayed a silent prayer, placing his trust in God that his family would be cared for, no matter what the circumstances.
The next day, the shoemaker woke with the rising of the sun, but he came to find more than just daylight in his shop. On his table sat the most extravagant pair of shoes the shoemaker had ever seen. The stitchwork was small and secure, better than he had done before. "Did you make these, dear?" asked his kind wife. "They are most beautiful."
I wish I could say I have, but I don't know the craftsman who made such a masterpiece.
And a masterpiece these shoes were, for not much later a rich passerby spotted them through the window. Upon entering the store, she said, "Good sir, what is the price for such fine work?" "Well, no matter. I will pay handsomely. I must have these shoes." "Would this cover the cost?" "Oh, I understand. You were expecting more." "More? Well, if you insist."
That would be all, thank you.
With a large sum in hand, the shoemaker went immediately to purchase more than enough food for his family.
He found he had enough money to spare, so he took what remained and bought leather to make more shoes.
That night, I laid out enough leather to make 2 more pairs of shoes.
And the next morning, found them to be completed just as the first pair was. The craftsmanship was certainly of the same quality.
Each night, he doubled the amount of materials he set out, having earned enough money to do so, and each morning found finished shoes in their place, which sold almost instantaneously.
The first pair turned to 2 pairs, which turned into 4 pairs, which turned to 8, which turned to, well, you get the idea. Finally, one day around Christmas time, the shoemaker's wife said to him, "We should hide and see who it is who's blessed us so greatly."
That's a great idea. We'll hide around the corner and see who it is.
That night, they positioned themselves out of sight, and when the night grew ever darker, they saw 2 small elves in tattered clothing and with bare feet appear in the workshop. Gleefully, the small creatures began piecing together the leather with unmatched skill and joy.
The next day, the shoemaker and his wife decided to thank the elves for their help in creating the shoemaker's success.
"I will buy them new clothes as a gift of gratitude for Christmas."
I will make them new shoes to fit their itsy bitsy feet. We did just that.
They left these presents in place of the leather goods that normally lay atop the workbench. That same evening, the elves returned dancing merrily, ready to make more shoes.
When they saw their new clothes and shoes, they were beside themselves with happiness.
Mossies? No, they're from Macy's.
They quickly put on their new belongings and danced out the door.
We never did see the little elves again. Although we went away, the shoemaker's growing business never did.